Making your candles at home is a fun and fulfilling activity that can help you create the perfect ambience in your living space. Whether it's the coziness of a dimly lit room or the refreshing scent of a sweet-smelling candle, the experience of crafting your own candles can be quite therapeutic and rewarding. Besides, making your candles can be a cost-efficient and eco-friendly alternative to buying expensive candles from stores. In this blog post, we'll guide you through the step-by-step process of making your candles, from choosing the right wax to adding fragrances and dyes of your choice. So, let's get started. Let's take a moment to talk about the various kinds of candles before we begin. The most common types of wax used for making candles are paraffin wax, soy wax, and beeswax. Paraffin wax is the most cost-effective option and is the easiest to work with because it has a low melting point. It's also great for creating a variety of shapes, as you can mold or carve it while it's still liquid. Soy wax, on the other hand, is made from soybean oil and is a popular option for vegans. Finally, beeswax is an all-natural product that has a sweet honey fragrance and long-lasting burn time. The type of wax you choose will depend on what kind of candle you're making. If you want to make a scented candle, then soy wax and beeswax are better options as they hold the scent well. For container candles, paraffin wax is best as it has a low melting point. The last thing you need to know before we get started is the different types of candle wicks. The most common types are cotton, paper core, and zinc core. Cotton wicks are made with braided cotton threads and are designed to be used with paraffin wax. Paper core wicks can be used for both paraffin and beeswax candles, while zinc core wicks work best with soy wax. Now that the basics are out of the way, we can get started on making our candles. Before we get started, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell to be notified when we post more amazing videos like this in the future. So, let's start making our candles. Step 1. Gather your supplies. Gathering all of the supplies that you need for your candle making project is an essential first step. Paraffin and soy wax are two of the most popular types of wax used to make candles, but you can also use beeswax as well. A double boiler or a large pot will be required to melt the wax. Additionally, a thermometer helps ensure that it stays at the correct temperature, and candle wicks give the flame something to burn. To add color and scent, fragrances and dyes may be used, which can be purchased from any craft or candle-making store in your area. Having all of these items on hand before beginning your project will make sure that everything runs smoothly. Step 2. Melt the wax. Melt the wax is an important step when creating candles. To do this, a double boiler can be used to slowly heat the wax in the top pot until it reaches a temperature of 160 to 180 degrees Fahrenheit while stirring it occasionally. Alternatively, a pot can be used instead and heated on low heat. Stirring the wax now and then will help ensure that it melts evenly and completely. When making candles, taking the time to properly melt the wax will ensure that your final product comes out looking perfect. Step 3. Prepare the candle jars. To create beautiful and elegant candles, it is important to start by properly preparing the candle jars. First, secure the wick at the bottom of the jar with glue dots or hot glue. Make sure that the wick is in the center and straightened for an even burn. To ensure this, you can use a pencil to hold it in its place. Additionally, make sure that the wick is secured firmly and there are no gaps in between where wax could escape through. With these steps taken to prepare your candle jars, you will be able to create stunning and long-lasting candles. Step 4. Add fragrances and dyes. Adding fragrances and dyes to your candles is an essential step in the candle making process. Once your wax is melted, it's time to add your chosen scents and colors. Opt for either essential oils or fragrance oils to scent the wax, and dye chips to give it a unique hue. When adding the fragrances, take care not to use too much. A few drops of oil are usually enough. For best results, stir the wax thoroughly so that the color and scent are evenly distributed. With just a few simple steps, you can create custom candles with unique scents, colors, and designs. Step 5. Pour the wax. When pouring the wax into the prepared jars, it's important to hold the wicks in place and pour the wax slowly. The temperature of the wax should be monitored throughout this process to ensure optimal results. As you fill each jar up with the melted wax, make sure there is some headspace left at the top. This creates a nice aesthetic look and makes room for any toppings such as dried flowers or glitter that can be added later. After the jars are filled, allow them to cool and harden for several hours before they are ready to use. Pouring the wax into candles is a fun and creative way to express yourself through your own personal designs. Making your candles is a relaxing and fun activity, and with the right tools and instructions, you can create beautiful and aromatic candles that add a personal touch to any room. By following these simple steps, you can make your candles and customize them to your liking. Remember to be cautious while handling hot wax and always use protective gear. So, go ahead and try these steps to make candles that will not only save you money but also take your creativity to the next level. And that's all we have for today. We hope you enjoyed this video. If so, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and drop us a comment down below. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.